Solving a system of linear equations in two variables. So if you remember, a linear equation is basically just the equation for a line. And when we're solving a system, what we're looking at is two equations. So we have two lines, and we're trying to figure out where those two lines intersect and if they intersect at all. Okay, so there's three ways that this can occur. Okay, we have two lines that could possibly intersect at a single point, which means we're going to have one answer, which will be a coordinate point, x, y, say like 2, -4, or something like that. Another situation that could occur is those lines could be parallel, which means we're not going to have any intersection of those lines. We're not going to have any solution for where those two lines are equal to each other. And lastly, those two equations could be for the same exact line, which means we'll have infinite points lying on either of those lines that'll give us a solution. Okay? And so what we're going to do is we're going to talk about each of these. There's a number of different ways of solving these out. You can solve graphically. And in Algebra 2, we typically don't do too much of that solving graphically. Basically what you do is you take one line, you plot it, you take another line, you plot it, and you'd see where they cross. Okay? So we know how to do that, but it's not really going to give us a mathematical answer. We're not really going to be able to find this point unless our graphs are completely precise, which is sort of a waste of time. So what we can do is do these algebraically. And there's two ways which we have at our disposal. Substitution, which is when we solve for a variable and plug it in, or elimination, which is when we add or subtract the two equations in hopes of getting rid of one of our variables. So systems of linear equations. Basically dealing with how lines intersect or don't intersect, and we have a couple of ways of doing them, namely substitution or elimination.